Juan Soto stock continues to fall. We talked about him a couple days ago, and most of our guys said the same thing. AJ, Adam Jones, swing the damn bat. To keep it real simple, of course, it's more complicated than that. So I know it was covered a little bit in the Athletics morning windup. The 770 OPS that he's had with San Diego, that's not great. He's hitting 188 after an 0 for 4 two-strikeout day. And the Padres are underachieving right now, but it's early. I'm more worried about the player himself because he turned down so much money. And at one point, we were like, this guy's a lock. He's going to be a $500 million player. Is that still the case, or do we start getting concerned? He's going to be fine financially, but what do you think the league and the industry is saying about his status?
If he was a free agent right now, would he get $440 million? I'm not so sure. He's not a free agent right now. He's got another year after this one. And we all have to expect, because we've seen it before, that he's going to come around. But, Scott, there's no denying that since the trade, he has not been the same guy. Now, the last 2 months of last season, even the playoffs, you can say, well, of course, he had joined a new team. The Nationals had been the only organization he ever knew. Maybe that was it. But now we're into a new season, and maybe it's just a slow start, and who knows? The sample's still small enough where you could make that argument. But at some point, yes, he has to start being what he once was. And I don't know why it's not happening exactly. I do understand the criticism that he needs to be more aggressive, or the point that he needs to be more aggressive. I would tend to agree with that because this is a brilliant hitter. He doesn't need to sit up there and take walks all the time. But at the same time, he's got to start believing that. And he is a very patient guy. That's his game. So it's difficult, I would imagine, for him to simply say, okay, I'm going to turn it loose now. But at the same time, there's a balance. And that's the balance that I guess right now is eluding him.
Are you hearing anything from, like, is it, you were saying Kelnick, it's a big, like, oh, it's just up here. Yeah, I got to think about putting my hands inside the ball. Is there something in that Padres clubhouse? Is there something in, can't find a place to live in San Diego? Like, there's other personal things that go on, or are we just seeing the decline of a player? I choose not to believe that.
I have a hard time believing a guy of his age, early to mid-20s, is simply declining. That doesn't happen in the game. So as for personal stuff, can't find a house in San Diego, Eric, I don't know that. And if I did know that, probably not the kind of thing I would report unless he was willing to speak about it. It seems to me it's the adjustment. And for whatever reason, it has not been a smooth adjustment for him. And I don't know the reason why. I don't know if he knows the reason why. And certainly batting second in that lineup, man, you should see a lot of fastballs. You should see anything you want, strikes. And that should enable him, I would think, to get back to where he was. And yet, at this point at least, it's still not happening.